Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and this educational video as well. So we are currently over the Prague airport, which is basically serving the category 1 minimums for the approach in real weather conditions, so that's quite okay. And we are going to talk a little bit more about, it will be short video, don't worry. It is about the flap load relief systems. Maybe you don't know what is it, and maybe you don't know that you have the feature on the board which protects the flaps. What happens in real life if you, for example, overshoot with flaps extension, no matter what flaps you have, the red bar pole on airspeed indicator. In real life that means that you have to call the maintenance and they have to make a check, and it took about approximately 2-3 hours in order to check the airplane if there is no skew detection, no broken leading edge devices, and so on and so on. And as we are on the approach and on the final phase, sometimes it can happen that for unexperienced pilot or let's say you make completely unstable approach, but this is really very occasional, but it happens once in real life to one crew. That's why I'm telling you about the flap load relief system. As the name says, it's flap load relief systems. Okay, a little bit differs from the option, but I'm not going into the details. On some airplanes, you should have, for example, the light right over here. Okay, and this light is associated that flap load relief system works. And what is the flap load relief system? Imagine that you are, for example, unstable on the approach, and you have overshoot. You have landing configuration. Suddenly, you have gust, for example, from your tailwind. Okay, and you didn't realize it, and your reaction is slow. You can go to the red pole. Okay, so flap load relief system is valid for flaps 30 and for flaps 40, and it works like this one. If you are making an approach on flaps 30, there is a flap and slot electronic unit, and he will retract the flaps from flaps 30 to flaps 25 without your interaction, in order not to moving the flap handle. Okay, so irregardless of the handle position, he will close the flaps 30 to flaps 25 to make a protection, because your high lift devices, which produces little it produces too much lift, and it's really heavy on the load on the wing, can cause very big structural damage. That's why there is a protection for only flaps 40 and flaps 30. So if you have flaps 30 and your speed approximately 170 or something or higher, I will give you a table. That means that the airplane automatically closes your flaps into 25 position. If you have flaps 40, that means that he will go to flaps 30 when it exceeds approximately 163. It's almost happened when you have suddenly tailwind component or gust component from your on your airplane in short final, or let's say you are unstable on the approach, and but if you are such an unstable on the approach with this situation, you have to reconsider your flight training, okay, because this is something which is unacceptable. It often happens when your landing weight is close to your maximum structural landing weight because you have a low margin, okay. I tested in PMDG, it works, but it doesn't work in automatic mode, so I have to deselect the auto throttle, okay, and I will show you how it looks like. So we can go for it. Flaps 5, we can turn back to the ILS. As you can see, there is extended central line. I have everything prepared for the landing. Airplane is quite okay. We can descend into altitude 4,000 feet. 50 feet will be enough. That's okay. And now you can see what is the flap load relief system and how it works. I put intentionally flaps 40 in order to have a low margin. It can sometimes happen when you have, for example, gusty conditions. You have strong, for example, headwind or crosswind gust components, or your wind gusting. It's some kind of unpredictable, and suddenly, for example, you lose your speed or you increase your speed, and without the proper reaction, within the little buffer margin between stall and the maximum flaps operation speed, it's really low. Just for our information, it is Prague Airport runway 24, which is currently in use in real life as well. We'll make an early stabilized approach. That means that gear down, flaps 15. Another point of the view is that flap load is valid for short fill package. As you know what is the short fill package, if somebody don't know what is the short fill package on Boeing 737, just leave me a comment, I will let you know, but it has something in common with operation in high altitudes in short runways. There is different extension and retraction of leading edge devices regarding to the flaps position, and there is additional sealing between the leading edge and the wing in order to produce or let's say in order to decrease the stall speed and increase the lift conditions in high altitude when the air density is too low. Okay, or we can put localizer in order not to forget about it. We are 5 nautical miles before final approach point, which is right over here. I don't want to tell you the lies, but within auto throttle operative, the flap load relief system somehow doesn't work because the airplane cannot go beyond this red bar pole. Okay, I don't know if it is no feature of the Boeing and it's incorporated in PMDG, but as I flew the NGs, it was no valid and no related to your auto throttle system. So if I put on auto throttle 170 on flaps 40, it will rise up and it will goes beyond this point. in our case I will need to put it and make it manually. Okay, approach mode 141 we have set, and now we can put flaps 25. We'll go down, and for flaps 40 we have 147. Okay, so 147, and now you can see how close we are going. Okay, we have 147. Okay, so Mr. Project, everything is set, we are perfectly stable. And look here, we have flap lever on 40, okay, and if you look at the indicator, flap indicator, we have flaps 40. Everything is perfect, everything is matches our conditions. But what happened if I go beyond this point? Okay, so I will unintentionally, something happens and we will go up. Okay, and now watch what happens. We have flap 30. Okay, so we need to quickly close the thrust levers and decelerate, and as we have speed according to the table 163, which you can see on the picture. Now you can see the airplane comes back and put the flaps 40 for you. So basically that's it, and you can watch the landing at Prague airport. And just for your information, it's perfectly on non-precision minima, even on precision minimums. So category 1 approach is quite okay for us without any further problems. And this is the reason, if you have strong crosswind, do not put the weird additive according to the formula in my video. And if you can see that you are very close, make some interpolation and use your common sense and make it a little bit less on the approach speed regarding to the VRF.
Minimums.
Autopilot disengaged.
Minimums.
Landing.
100. Sync rate. 20. 10.
Okay. It's some kind of strange that in some airports the diesel speed procedure doesn't work. I will make a separate video what is the diesel speed and why are we using it. Okay, we stop safely on the runway, and that's it. So I hope you liked the video, and see you next time soon. And as you can see right now, I will show you we have this beautiful livery. Okay guys, this is the second attempt, and we will see how the Zibo perform with flap load relief system, which is the one of the protection systems. There are some few more, but it will be for another video. And it is called speed trim system and Mach trim system. Well, this is completely okay disregarded because we are exactly on the transition altitude, so quite fine. We have 5,000 over here, and if we can get rid of this situation, yeah, flight level 60, so it's basically okay. So, as I said before, the flap load relief system is protection system for our trailing edge devices. And what are the trailing edge devices? The trailing edge devices are basically producing lift. Okay, so we have more lift on the final, so it produces more lift that allows us to fly in the lower speed, and increases as well or decreases the stall speed. Comparing to leading edge devices, they are all only working that extend main aerodynamic chord. That means that it moves a little bit our center of gravity and decreases only the stall speed. Here you can find the speed trim system and Mach trim system. Okay, and this is for, as I said, for another discussion. So we can go down 4000, vertical speed 500, and we may start to decelerate. Flaps 1. Can turn the airplane.
Thousand to go.
Okay, so flaps 5, and remember, arm the localizer first. This is the crucial point, and arm it when your angle is lower than 90 degrees comparing to extended center line. Okay, this is the crucial thing on the 737. Okay, we can put gear down, flaps 15, we can arm the speed brakes, and make it like this one. So as you can see on the flaps 15 we have quite a lot of margin. Stall speed, we have localizer captured approach, 241 mis approach heading is set. It's okay. Okay, we put flaps 25 just to be prepared, because glide slope is alive. That's okay, and we can see the Prague airport, but we shouldn't see it because visibility is right now 6 kilometers. Now that means that active sky works for particular zone. Okay. Yeah, we don't have the traffic. As approach altitude is pre-selected, that's okay. We have ground glide slope captured. We can go 146. Okay. So flaps 40, 146. We'll let the airplane stable, and right now I will start accelerate, for example, for flight level 170. This is the sign that we are overshooting the flaps, okay? This is as well on PMDG, as well modeled on Zibo, and yeah, we will see 165 is okay. It should start. Okay, as you can see, right now we have flap 30. Okay, so in Zibo it works with auto throttle, so Zibo it's better modeled in this case. So we are going back to 147, which is our approach speed. And now if we decelerate below 163 according to the table, we are coming back, okay, regardless of the flaps position settings. Okay, and just remember, here as you can see, this is the leading edge slots. This one is Kruger flaps, and this is basically trailing edge devices, which are split into two parts, okay? So I think that Zibo did a perfect job. So and now we try to deselect the speed, okay? So power disengaged and deselect speed, that's okay. We have speed arm, that's okay. So in Zibo it works very well. I am very happy in this case.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Okay, landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, so this is the introduction into the flaps protection system, and another video will be for stall speed protection system. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Bye bye.